Nordkonig, a friendly little town hidden among the hills of country Zala, proudly looks back upon centuries of furniture manufacturing traditions. Konig Furniture Factory operated from 1949 for precisely 40 years that allowed the small manufacturer to become a significant industrial century even in the Central European scale. In the beginning of the 1990s, in parallel with the closing down of Konig Furniture Factory, Konig Trend Limited was established, a joint company of the German-based Sייטנהוף Trend Design. Today, the company has become one of the leading furniture manufacturers in Hungary as a dynamically improving member of the Sייטנהוף Group consisting of 90 companies. The knowledge of Hungarian professionals is combined with the precision of well-organized German machines and the ideas of world-famous designers to be able to provide continuously the Andante brand leather furniture made of Italian leather both in the domestic and the export market. Annually, 40,000 sets are produced in our workshop according to the strictest quality instructions. During production, the skin of about 16,000 cattle and nearly 105 meters of textile is used in a year. 70,000 meters is taken up by Novalife material, which has some unique characteristics that allow the producer to offer a 5-year guarantee, and the Sייטנהוף Group slowly imports in the domestic market. We provide reliable positions for more than 500 people. During production, we pay special attention to each set to be made by the same hand in one step so everyone is able to provide his or her skills and personality. Thus, we can also ensure that everyone takes responsibility for the piece they have made, and this way we can reach back to the source of matter in case of a complaint and find a solution to the problem. Thanks to the above-mentioned chimie, the proportion of complaints about Andante models is insignificant. The products of Konig Trend take shape due to our own development. The team of professionals employed in Nordkonig work with special software in the field of technical design. We develop about 45 models a year. Moreover, we widen the range of elements of already successful products. We do also designing ourselves prior to the detailed technical plans, but sometimes the help of well-known designers is called upon. Our company is specializing in commission production. It means that we do not have any stock in our warehouses. We start producing a piece of furniture and an order comes in. Therefore, it is obvious in each and every step in a production from the beginning which particular piece in a certain set is being produced for which customer, including the required leg, sew function, and the deadline. Exclusively cowhide is used for a product, since it is only the type of leather that possesses the structure and the tensile strength that meets the requirements of our customers. To make a set of furniture, the skin of 5 cattle is needed on average. At present, our customers can choose from 110 different leather colors. The cowhide comes in from the makers in pallets. One reception, we take random samples and control the quality, where we inspect wear resistance, thickness, the color, softness, namely the feel, as well as nervation, stretch, and size with special machines. They are only allowed to be taken to the warehouse if they meet the strict conditions. In order to conserve the leather, we store the material on so-called box. Based on the information gained from sales department, production actually starts with the preparation. A document made by computer software is rendered to the product. That document contains all the information needed for production and a unique identification number, the production number. Cutting the leather can be done in 2 ways, manual and with the help of water jet cutter. In the latter case, the person responsible marks the pinches on the leather according to the 4 categories laid down in the company standards. The picture, the marked piece on leather, is put into a computerized system through a digital camera, and it is given barcode for further identification. In the second step, digital models are put onto the digital image of leather. Thus, the cutter automatically cuts each given part. The manual cutting is done a similar way. Although the models are made of paper or plastic. Marking the pinches on the piece of leather is also the first step here. Then the models are placed under the piece of leather. Special attention is paid to have little waste as possible. If the models are given their optimal positions, the employee then cuts them with special tooling. The cut parts for each order are called into the box and then they are forwarded to the sewing section. We offer nearly 800 different kinds of textile, since textile covering takes up about 20% of our orders at present. Textile comes in from the supplier in rolls. The cutting is done manual for the time being. Although we plan to invest in a cutting machine in the near future. The textile are received in rolls from manufacturer. We accomplished the cutting handmade, and since the end of 2007, we have operated a machine. From the experiences of the last year and analyzing the prospective market tendencies, it is clearly visible that the rate of suit order with fabric coatings is significantly increasing. To fulfill this extra capacity demand, we bought up-to-date cutting machine. Our system is one of the most modern equipment in Europe, and it is entirely unique in Hungary. In the textile cutting department, we make a distinction between covering material and filling material. In the case of filling material, we use special equipment to cut the parts in several layers. In order to cut the parts manually, we use modern stickers. Then the person in charge cuts them pieces with special knives. Similarly to the system mentioned of leather cutting, the pieces grouped by order are forwarded to the sewing section. The next step of processing covering material is sewing together the cut parts. Nearly 100 sewing machines are working in our sewing section. First, cotton of different thickness is fastened to the part where aesthetic and comfort requirements are needed. To increase the aesthetic value of certain models, some parts are creased to sew together a particular joint, as well as sewing on the necessary strippable material, filp or upholstery is done. To improve the appearance of certain models, experienced, especially skilled sewers apply embroidery stitches. Thanks to the technical achievements and the modernization of our machines, we are able to work with many kinds of sewing patterns. Many customers choose the model sewn by 2-needle machines, which used to be a unique sewing pattern in our country. We are proud to present a brand new sewing machine which is able to do 10 different kinds of sewing patterns. Contrasting stitches are becoming more and more popular, where the stitches have a completely different color from the covering textile. We have 5 different embroidery stitches available at present. The ready sewn covering material are loaded onto carts and are forwarded to the workshop where the covering is applied onto the frame. In order to provide a varied choice of seat and back comfort, we use 12 kinds of foam rubber of different quality. About 7,000 different parts are made of them each week. The foam rubber is purchased in blocks as well as ready cut and marked for each part. Special equipment tests the quality of incoming foam rubber. The supplier marks the foam with different colors according to cubic volume and resilience, which are both examined. Modern CNC machines cut the foam in blocks, and vertical and horizontal cutting machines are also used. In order to reach the necessary comfort, with certain models we firm the seating with coil springs. The glue of structure of seating, we use water-based environment-friendly glue. Cotton necessary for the base in cut in the same workshop. We use cotton of different elasticity to maintain different comfort and appearance. The ready-coat foam rubber and cotton are forwarded to the group workshop selected according to the daily production plan. In parallel with these, the production of the frame is started. The incoming wood raw material is stored in a particular room and it is dried if necessary. The other main part of the frame, the fiberboard, is bought bulk and it is stored in a covered warehouse until being processed. The fiberboard sheets meet the formaldehyde emission requirements of the European Community. High-efficiency precision machines do the production of wooden parts, while high-precision CNC machines cut the fiberboard parts. Parts go to the warehouse of semi-finished goods, where there are about 8,000 different kinds of barcoded parts are stored ready for assembly. Frames are put together based on the production documents according to the daily production plan. First inner frame is joined in, a press and armrests are also made in parallel. In the next step, the frame and the armrests are joined up. if certain models require springs are mounted under the beach part. In the final stage, the frame goes through a quality control where all the details are inspected. The next stage of production takes place in a ground workshop, where the different back seat and armrest upholstery is mounted onto the wooden frame. Parts of the frame and the upholstery should be matched according to the order. Some parts of certain order are loaded onto a special cart in order to ensure that the matching parts stay together. The first phase of groundwork is assembling the model-dependent support, which can be made from wave spring, rubber strap, wooden spring, and plastic burlap according to the customer's needs. Then the ready-made foam rubber is glued to the support and also to the frame. For those models where the appearance for the piece is required, the stripping of the covering material is also done. The exact spots are marked onto the upholstery by pre-drying or pre-cutting. In order to complete an excellently finished piece, accurate firm handwork is needed. The last session is to match the grounded frames and the sewing covering materials coming in from the sewing section. The semi-finished pieces of furniture gets to the upholstery workshop as the final stage of production. We add the leg and wooden ornaments chosen by the customers to the grounded frame and the leather covering. There are 100 different kinds of wooden legs and from 60 metal legs available for our customers. In the next step, our highly skilled upholsterers fasten the leather covering to the grounded frame with great care and expertise. Then the mountain legs onto the pieces. Recently, greater and greater number of popular built-in functions has been added to our sets due to our customers' needs. For example, a function enabling watching the tele headrest, footrest, bedding compartment, and adjustable armrests. We have set up assembly line for certain models so that we can quicken finishing production and fulfill our customers' needs more quickly. Therefore, those upholsterers who have been specially trained to make the particular piece exclusively make the most popular and the most complicated models. We have introduced a unique customer-dependent production as an answer to the challenge of the market. Since our customers have been looking for Adante pieces that have individual size and legs with a unique covering material that slightly differs from some well-known models, chosen skilled upholsterer slowly makes these pieces. In the end of production, the piece of furniture gets to the warehouse, where it goes through strict reception control. All data present on a product document, like the model's name, color, and the assemblage, are inspected with the help of electronic barcode system. The piece of furniture that passes a strict independent quality control and the last stage, which is confirmed by the information cards inside the piece and by the certificate on the bottom of the piece. It is important for our customers to read the instructions attached to the piece of furniture in each case. In order to conserve the quality of the pieces, special care is taken for packaging, so we use 2 layers of plastic foil and 3 layered cardboard edge protectors. Storage is based on a special system selected by countries and, in case of larger countries, regionally. Pieces of furniture belonging to the same area are stored in one place, so we are able to increase the efficiency since loading onto trucks gets much quicker this way. The sets spend as little time as possible in the 300 square meter warehouse, including the sets made for overseas export. The inside of furniture delivered trucks is specially formulated. Tubing runs across the cargo hold to avoid damage during delivery. Thus, the pieces of furniture are loaded onto our tubes as their laden weight is not put on top of each other. Overseas orders are loaded into containers and sets into the biggest and busiest ports of Europe for shipping. Every Adante set meets the requirements of a static comfort function. Our world-famous designers take the principles of Feng Shui into consideration, so the low-position, comfortable Adante pieces with the wide seating surface offer the security and the warmth of a home. Due to our high aesthetic standards, the sets can function as smart office suite as well as ideal piece in a hotel lounge.